Okay, so here I have shared the AutoCAD screen. So all of you can see that one. This is the interface of the AutoCAD software. Okay. So this in here I am using the AutoCAD software 2021 version. So there is a lot other versions are there. That is updated version is 23 is also there. You can go and visit the AutoCAD Autodesk website and you can download from there also as a student version. That is absolutely free for the students. Okay, and you can take the license versions also. So I am using the 21 version. If you want, I will share the files, AutoCAD file software also in the link, and you just can download from there also. Okay, so lower version is also there. 2017 are there, 18 are there, 19 are there, and below there also there. So there is not much difference in the in the particular tools and particular commands and all. That is very similar to each other. So minor changes are there. That is not much useful for us also, because we are mostly focusing on the building planning. So here we are focusing in the planning, how to do the planning, what is the procedure of doing the planning, and what are the minimum requirements, and what are the for example, you can take residential building. If it is, so what are the minimum requirements of the residential building, and what are the minimum sizes according to the is code. Okay, so there is a is code is there for the drawings, or we can say this one for the architectural and building drawings. There is one is code is there, Indian standard 962 1989. Okay, so there is a standard code. So according to that code, there is a some specifications are there. So according to that, we'll see that one how to do the planning and what are the procedure of doing the plannings. So next we'll see this one elevations, and next one we see the sections, and we see the site plan also. So these four drawings. So normally the three drawings for the working drawing we can consider, including all these three drawings, we can see it as working plans. So in the normally working plans, these three things, that is plan, front elevation or side elevation, and the section, these are three are the important, and in some cases side plan is also added. Okay, but these three things are the important in any working plans or any working drawings. Okay, so in now we can, so here we can see, just see that one. So we have a AutoCAD interface, AutoCAD software to 2021. This is the interface of the software. Okay, and I just tell you what are the basics things over here. So first one, whatever these black screen, you can see this one, this black screen grid lines, whatever you will see, this is we called as a workspace. Okay, that we called as workspace. So whatever the drawings will be there, that we are going to draw over here, and there is a lot of option is there. Like we can draw anything, we can draw how much you want, you can do. There is no limit for the particular drawings. You can draw anything anywhere, you can draw that one in this particular workspace. Okay, so after that, below the workspace, the white line or white box, you can see this one. So this white box we called as command prop or command box. Okay, so whatever the tools will require, we just type over here, and we can use that tools using the command prop, and whatever the command we need to give to the software, we can just type over here and we can give the command. Okay, so below this command prop, we can see this one, there is a status bar. So here you can see this one, model layouts, layout one. So what is this layout one, layout two, I will just explain you in the coming classes. Okay, and below that one you can see this one, these are the different buttons are there, which is used for the different tools. Okay, so this bar we called as status bar, and if you come to the top bar we called it as, where you can see this one, new button, open button, save button, all that thing, that bar we called as menu bar. And below the menu bar, here you can see this one, there is a toolbar. Okay, below the menu bar there is a toolbar, there is home, insert, and view, all that things are there. So we'll see that one by one, whichever is required for our building planning and drawings, and according to that we just see the tools, and whatever the advanced tools will be there, we can cover by using the examples while we are doing the live examples, while we are taking the live examples. In that cases, whatever the tools will be required, that tools we can take and we can go through that one. Okay, and for the basics, whatever the tools we require at present, we just cover that tools quickly so that you can get an idea about the tools. So here you just always remember we are focusing on the building planning, procedures of the doing the planning, what are the IS code requirements for the planning, and how to do the elevations, what are the procedure for elevation, and the section, what is the section, what are the procedure for doing the section. In these things we are going to focus most cases, rather than the we are going to focus on the tools. Clear? Okay. So what I have said, workspace over here, command prompt over here, status bar in the below, and in the top there is a menu bar. Below the menu bar there is a toolbar. Toolbar, in the toolbars we are having a different tools are there. Line tools are there. Different tools are there which we can use that one. Okay. And one more thing. So here you can see this one, x and y coordinates. This is we call as UCS. That is. UCS we call that, that we call as UCS. Okay, that is user coordinate system. And here one more thing, you can see this one. This is view cube. We can call it as view cube. View cube in the sense, here you can see this one, there is, it is written the top in the sense whatever the drawing we will do, that is the top view of the drawing. Okay, so whatever the drawing we will do over in the workspace, that is the top view of the drawing. If you want to change the view, we can change the view also. See here it can show that now whatever you will do, that is the front view. And if you want side views also, you can see the side one. But normally in the 2D drawings, because we are doing all the 2D drawings over here, so in the 2D drawings, we are focusing on the top view only. Okay. Okay, so now it is set. So these are the basic interface of the AutoCAD softwares. And here if you want to do the here you can see this one, in the menu bar there is a different options are there. There is a new option which is used to open a new drawing. There is a open option which is already done, or it is if it is a saved drawing, we will to open that drawing, we can use the open option. There is a save options are there. So in many softwares you can see this one, in basic office softwares also, in many other software this menu bar will be similar. Okay, so for the import also we can use that one, import software. If it is a drawing in the PDF format or any other formats also, rather than the DWG or DNG, we can import the files also and export the files also as well, for the different softwares. Okay, and the print option is there. If it is the plotter is connected to the printer directly, we can take the print, or we can convert it into the PDF of the different scale, and we can take it for the print. Clear? Okay, so let's begin with the tools over here. So before starting the tools, I just want to tell you one thing. So let's work as an engineer. Okay, so let's think about an engineer, or let's do as an engineer. Okay, or as an architect, or as a draft. Okay, so whatever the things we are doing over here, we'll do as a live example, or we'll do how the engineers or are the architects work doing in the fields. According to that procedure only, we'll just follow that one, how they are doing in the fields. Okay, so most of the cases I'm taking the Indian experience over here, Indian engineering experience. Most of the cases it is similar, out of the India also it is similar, but I am taking it here only, so I believe that the most of the Indian students are there in this one. Okay, so we'll take that one. So so let's start with that one. So for before starting any drawing, before starting any building drawing, so what is the procedure? What is the procedure? You just need to understand that one. Okay, so simply you can't go and draw the plan, draw and draw the elevation, go and draw the sections and all. So you need to understand, so what is the procedure, what is the sequences are there, so doing the planning. Okay, so how the planning, or how the industry work, that you need to understand first, how the industry work. Because if you are a beginner, you have very less idea about the industry working, how the industry and all working in the and all. And if you're having the experience, you just well known about that one. And if you are interns and all, you are going to learn the things over there. Okay, how the industry works. So what is the building planning, and what is the building elevation, what is the building sections, everything. These drawings will be most of the cases done by the architects. This is the job of the architect. That we need to be clear. Okay, and this is the job of the engineers also, civil engineers also. Okay, not other engineers like electric engineer, no, sorry, not electric, structural engineer, transport engineer, water resource engineer, environmental engineer, geotechnical engineer. There are different branches of the engineering are there in the civil also. But this is the basic job. This is the main job of the whatever is architect's job. Okay, so building, doing the building planning, elevation sections, and whatever the renderings, whatever the aesthetic preferences, everything will be given by the architect only. So he should know that one, what are the codes are there, according to the codes, according to the principle of the architecture, and according to the vastu compliance, all that things, including we need to do the plannings. Okay, and according to the requirements of the owner. Okay, so the, so before starting that one, how in the industry work, so whatever the clients will be there, so clients in the sense that is the owner of the property may be the client may be the builder, some builders will be the clients. Okay, client may be in the sense some public sectors also will be the client, government offices or government buildings will be there, so they also become a clients. Clear? So whatever the clients of the building will be there or client of the property will be there, they approach to the architects first. First they will approach to the architects. So once they will approach the architects, architects will go through the site plan, what is the area, what is the directions, what is the undulations of the ground, what are the levels of the ground, what are the terrain are the ground, and what are the obstacles are there in the ground. Everything will be surveyed by the architect. Okay, so once client will visit, architect will do the survey of the particular site plan. They will take the different levels, they will take the boundaries, they will take the directions, they will take the road width, and they will do all, whatever the objects, whatever the obstacles, everything they will be taken by the architects first on the ground. So once the all the things will be done, the next step is doing the plan. Okay, so once you need to be clear idea about the site, so what is the direction of the site, in which direction the building is going to face, whether it is north direction, whether it is the east, whether it is west, whether it is south. Most of the cases in the south direction we are not going to show that one, but in some cases whatever there is no other option will be there, so in that cases we need to go for the south directions. As per the vastu compliance, the main door of the south building will not be in the south direction. So we are considering here, you just remember that in this particular class we are considering whatever the examples we are taking, that is the about the residential buildings. Okay, so just keep in mind we are taking the example of the residential building. So client will visit to the architect, architect do all the surveys of the site, he will check the directions, in which direction it is the road facing, everything he will check, and once he will check, he will start doing the building plans. Okay, so this is the procedure. Once the building plans will be ready, elevation will be ready, sections will be ready, everything will be ready, everything will be finalized, everything whatever the according to the client's requirement, according to the vastu compliance, according to the directions, according to the rules and regulations of the municipals, whatever the townships will be there, everything will be done, studied, and according to that the plans will be ready. Once the plans will be ready, the whatever the plans will be done, that plans will be submitted, that plans will be submitted to the field or submitted to the site. Okay, that we called as working plans. Whatever the after the finalization of the plans, elevation section, whatever will be given to the site, that plans we called as, or that drawings we called as working drawings. Okay, that drawings we called as working drawings. So once the working drawings will be given to the field, the next procedure is whatever the engineers will be there, contractors will be there, site supervisor, they will take care of that working place, and according to that the construction of the work will be started, and the inspection of the work is also done by the different engineers are there. If we are considering residential building, as I told you, so for the residential building, a structural engineer will be there, he will inspect that one, architect will be there, he also inspect that one. Correct, and third party inspection is also done after the construction. Okay, these are the things, and for the testing of the soils and all, it is being tested by the geotechnical engineers. Okay, so here these are the things will be going on the fields. Okay, so we'll start with the building plan here. So now once we done that one, once we done the survey of the particular site, once we understand that and what are the levels of the ground, what are the direction of the site, what are the road facing area, in the which area, in which facing the road is there, and whatever the obstacles are there in the side. Once we studied everything and whatever the requirements of the client will be there, according to that we need to start doing the plannings. Okay, so that we will see in the coming classes when we are taking the live example. In that class I'm just tell you what is that. Okay, so what are the requirements are there, what are the minimum requirements you should keep in your mind while doing the planning, all that things will do, because in the first class we are going to discuss about the tools. Okay, so here before doing the any building drawing, okay, or before starting the any building drawing, we just remember that one, what are the first steps we need to be do in the AutoCAD. Okay, so what are the first step we need to be doing the AutoCAD? So before starting any drawing, we need to set the units of the drawings. Always you just remember this is the procedure of building planning. Okay, so I'm not directly going jumping into the tools, and I'm not explaining the tools over here. I'm just one by as per the procedure of the planning. I'm just telling you what is the first step, that is setting out of the units. What are the units, what is mean by unit, what is units? Units are different units are there. So linear units are there, angular units are there, both the linear and angular units we need to set. So normally the units which we have used in the engineering drawings, that is SI units, that is millimeters, centimeters, meters, and for the site plan sometimes we are using the kilometers also, and for the large area and all. Correct. So units we need to be set first. In feet and inches also we need to set the units also, but we are not considering the feet and inches in this particular whole course. Okay, and in the field some cases it is using feet and inches, in some areas it is using nowadays also feet and inches, but most of the cases it is outdated now, and as per the code also it is not considering nowadays. As code is updated now, it is not considering in feet and inches. We are considering only the SI unit, that is centimeters and the meters. Clear? We need to set the units first. So I just show you how to set the units over here. So now we'll go to the command prompt. I just go to the command prompt here. Okay. So now I just type the units. So there is a shortcut for the commands also, that I will share you. You just go through that one. So once you will familiar with the AutoCAD software, you will learn all the shortcuts easily. Okay. And one more thing I just tell you, AutoCAD software is very easy software. There is nothing is there, you can easily learn them. But the thing is, you need to focus on the building plans. You need to use your creativity. Planning is nothing but it is an art also. You need to use your creativity. You can't give the same plans to the every clients. Correct? Always you just remember, you can't give the same plans to every client. You need to, change the plans also. You need to change, you need to show your creativity also. You can see this one, there is a different famous architects are there, those who are doing a fabulous drawings and all in the market. Correct. So we need to think like that on the, and we need to change the planning nowadays. The planning is completely changed. The modern design, the contemporary designs are going on. In some cases again the neoclassical designs are also coming up nowadays. So what is neoclassical design? In olden days, in the ancient days, whatever the classical designs we are using, nowadays again the peoples are liking that. Clients' requirements will be there. Neoclassical designs will record. That is the mixture of Asian buildings or classical design and the modern design. Correct? That is neoclassicals. So that is also a trending nowadays. You need to understand that one. Okay, don't jump in the. We'll go with the basics. First, we need to set the units. We'll come back to the unit. So here you just type that one units, press enter. So once you press the enter, okay, here you can see this one. This is the dialog box of the unit. Okay, so here, so the type you just consider as a decimal. You just keep it as same. If you into the engineering architecture, it will convert it into the other units, that is in the feet and inches. If you want, we go to the engineering and all, but we are not going into the feet and inches, we are going into the centimeters. Okay, so always you just remember in this particular course, and whatever the example we are going to take, we are taking in the centimeters. Clear? We are not taking in the also, we are not taking in the meters also, we are considering in the centimeters. You can go for the you can go for the meters, you can go for the centimeters, no issue. But we are particular for this one, we are setting the centimeters for the all the drawings for everywhere. Okay, so here I just set as a centimeter. Here you can see this one, you just set the units as a centimeter. Here there is a different options are there. You can see this one, unitless are there, inches are there, feet are there, survey feet are there. Survey feet are also different, that is US survey feet. Miles are there, millimeters are there, yards are there. So there is a different units are there, but we are considering the centimeters. Most of the cases architect use this one only, so we are considering the same thing. Now press OK. Now your units are set. Once your units are set, it will show here command units are set. Clear? That is the first command we need to use before starting any drawing. Clear? Okay. So once you set the units, we'll go to the next command that we called as limits. What is limits? So limits is nothing but it is a area where the drawing to be done. We need to set the area. Always you just remember, here you can see this one, there is a lot of workspaces there. You can zoom in it out, you zoom out, zoom in, you can do anywhere, you can draw anywhere, correct? There is a lot of spaces there, but if you draw directly over here, you will not do the drawing according to the scale, and while taking the printouts also it will not be sufficient. Okay, you are familiar with the AutoCAD, you will understand that how the software workspace will be worked, but in the beginning you will not understand that one. You just get confused what's going on, correct? If you zoom out the things or if you zoom in the things, so for that one, we need to use the limit command where we are going to set the drawing area. We are limiting the drawing area. Okay. So once we set the drawing area, in that particular drawing only area only we are going to draw the things, so that it will be easy for us also while taking the printouts, and it will be easy for us also while converting into the scales. Okay. Or while setting into the scale also. Okay, so what is mean by scale here? There is a different scales are there where we are using in the drawings, that is 1 is to 100, 1 is to 50, 1 is to 200, 1 is to 500, 1 is to 1000, 1 is to 20, 1 is to 10. Different scales are there according to that. What is scale? I will just explain in the next tools while doing that one. In that one I will just explain you about that one. Clear? Okay, so next command is, after the unit command, next command we need to use, that is limits. I just type the limits over here. Okay, so here you can see that one. I have just typed the limits, limits, limits. Now press enter. So once you press the enter, see the beauty of the command prompt, you can just see that one. It only show you what to do the next. It only tell you what to do the next, or it will ask what to do the next. So here it's just asking that one, limits. Specify the lower left corner. Okay, so for example, you consider a drawing area as a rectangle. Most of the cases, the whatever the drawings you will give in the pages, that is in case of rectangle only, correct? And whatever the working drawings we have talked, the working drawings whatever submitted in the drawing, so ultimately whatever the drawings we will do, that will be go to the site only, so in the form of drawings. Okay, that may be in the hard copy, or that may be in the plot size, or in the different paper size also it is going. So there is most of the cases the common paper which we are used in the drawings, that is A3 size. Always you just remember the common paper we are using A3 size, rather than a plot size is there, different sizes are there, but most of the cases we are considering the A3 size because it is easy to handle, and it is easy to cover all the drawings in one single page. Okay, so if you go for the A4, then it is very smaller, and if you go for the A1, A2 and all, it is very large. Okay, so most of the cases we are considering the A3 size, and depends upon the drawing, depends upon the size. If you are considering the residential areas or residential buildings and all, where we are considering the A3 size only. Okay, so here asking the specify the lower left corner. So if you are considering the rectangle size paper, uh, okay, we are considering the drawing area. We are considering the drawing area as a rectangle. So in the rectangle, what is the lower left corner? That coordinate we need to give. So always you just remember the coordinates of the lower left corner we need to give as 0, comma 0. Okay. So here I am giving lower left corner coordinates 0, comma 0. Now it is asking specify the upper right corner. So in the rectangular, what is the upper right corner coordinates? So we are, as I told you, we are considering the A3 size paper. Okay, most of the cases, most of the drawings is done in the A3 only. So for the scaling purpose also A3 is good. So for that one, we are considering the A3 size paper. So what is the dimensions of the A3 size? So dimensions of the A3 size is already there in the by default, that is 420 by 297. Okay, so what is 420? 420 is the horizontal dimension and 297 is the vertical dimension of the paper. So we are considering the same size, same working drawing area or same limits we are going to set, that is 420 as a horizontal and 297 as a vertical. 420 as a horizontal and 297 as a vertical. I just give the same coordinates and I will just press enter. Correct? So our limits are set. Okay, so here you can see this one in the working space area. We can't see that one. Where is our limits? Correct, where is our limits? You can't identify that one. Okay, it's already set, it is set, but it is can't identify, you can't identify that one where it is. To identify that one, we are taking the another tool that we called as rectangle tool. I will just take that one. I just take rectangle, REC. So here you can see then that is the REC is the short form of the rectangle. So I just take the rectangle command, so that, and again I will give the same limits to that rectangle command, so that in that particular drawing area I can see my particular limits. So I just use that one rectangle command. I just REC, press enter. Now again it is what is asking, specify the first corner point. What is the first corner point? There we have given the same coordinates we need to give here. If we change the coordinates, then limit area will be changed. The same whatever the coordinates we are using there, the same thing we need to give here. So there we are giving the what is this first coordinates, that is 0 comma 0, that is lower left corner. Here also we are giving the same, the first coordinates lower left corner 0 comma 0. Press enter. Then again what is this asking, specify the other corner point. What we have given, specify the right corner point. There we have given, where we have given is 420 by 297. Correct, 420 by comma 297, that we have given there. Okay, so the same thing we need to give. So press enter. Clear? So now again we have set the this one. What we have set? We have set the limits and we have set the rectangle command. Using the rectangle commands also we have set the limits. Then again still it is not visible. Correct? Why it is not visible? Because there is a lot of area is there. I don't know where it is, our things are there, where it is our rectangle. We need to search that one. So in zooming and zoom out you can't do that one, you can't search that one. So for that one, whatever the drawings, always you just remember this command. So whatever your drawing will be there in the AutoCAD, if it is not visible on the screen, if it is there some in other space, if it is not visible on the screen, if you are zooming, if you are zooming out, still you are not getting that one, there is one command will be there that we call as zoom command. If you use that command, whatever the things are there, it will come on the screen. Wherever it is, wherever it will be there, it will come on the screens if you use the zoom command. So I just use that one zoom command, you just see that one. So in our particular drawing, we have only used the rectangle, correct? No other drawings we are using. So wherever the rectangle will be there, that rectangle will come on the screen if you use the zoom command. So I just type the zoom, press enter. So here I will ask all. I will type all, enter. See here. So our rectangle are on the screen. Clear? This is our beauty of the zoom command. Whatever the drawing will be there, wherever it will be, it will come on the symbol. Again I will zoom out that one. See here, now where is our rectangle? It is not visible. Correct? If you want that one, I just type zoom, enter, all, enter. See here, it will directly come on the screen. So in the while you are practicing the drawings also, if it happen to you also, always you just use the zoom command. You just type zoom and press enter, it will come on the screen. Okay, so okay, so the second command which we have used, that is the limit command. So first we need to set the limit 0 comma 0, second limit whatever the paper size you are using, that limit is set. After that rectangle 0 comma 0, and again same limits we need to do. Then zoom and all. Once you give this limit command, the limits are set on the screen. So now this is our whatever the rectangle you will show, or whatever rectangle you will see. This is our drawing area. Inside this drawing area we need to do that. Outside also